also wants to kill the Communist Party. But they will fail in this as in their other anti-labor objectives. The workers, the American people, need a strong Communist Party, and it will be built despite Wall Street profiteers and exploiters.
You have heard William Z. Foster, chairman of the Communist Party, which purchased the foregoing 15 minutes.
Good morning. This is the Communist Party, USA. Well, the working class of the USA has been handed another blow. A right jab, you might call it. The Federal Reserve Board has kicked up interest rates again. The concern of the ruling elite in general is to hold the unemployment figure at around 6%. So we continue to hear of the big recovery. But the jobless and the underemployed are certainly not reaping any benefits.
Corporate America's offensive of the 80s began with Reagan smashing Patco and ended 12 years later with the defeat of Bush. If strike-breaking characterized the Reagan years, by the end of Bush's administration, militant labor fight-backs characterized struggle in the 90s.
And wherever workers are on picket lines, marching, demonstrating, we give all-out coverage.
You got the Caterpillar workers resisting the worst union-busting campaign we've seen in this country in years. You have the state police busting up their picket lines. And the party's in the middle of this war zone in Illinois. We're on all the picket lines. We're out there with the People's Weekly World, the only paper that really tells the story of what's happening in these strikes. People are joining the party in Chicago like never before, because the same problems that plagued the working class in 1919 when the party was founded plagues the working class today.
We started distributing the paper at Circa a number of years ago when we learned that there was a organizing drive taking place.
I'm one of the hard workers that fought the struggle at Circuit-wise to get a union in after 6 years.
We felt that this plant and the workers in it were extremely important.
Every time we try to fight, it seemed like Circuit-wise would do something to knock us down. At first I was afraid to go with the union, and in reading the paper I see there were a lot of people that weren't afraid, and I felt that I had to stand strong and not be afraid also.
Once the workers feel that empowerment and feel that they can make a decision and that decision can be carried out because of their creativity, it's something that you can't take away from them.
We survived. We did get our first contract, and it was very exciting. It was the support that I got from the party. Always out here on the picket line with us and on our struggles with us, talking to us, encouraging us to do the right thing.
We fight differently. We don't mind saying, you know, that workers should get more. They should get all of it.
Once they get that attitude, you know, the idea of having a revolutionary change in the workplace and beginning in the workplace, it's just incredible.
To me, socialism is a group of people getting together, doing the right thing for the working class.
People learn through the struggle. They will learn.
The People's Weekly World.
The coverage of the Pittston strike.
And if it takes every day till we get a contract, we'll be here. And we don't want no scam. It's our job, our town. The union's here to stay.
When the miners took over a coal preparation plant, the People's Weekly World had two correspondents who were the only reporters who were asked to come in to cover it from the inside. And that was similar to the 1930s when our reporter was asked to come inside to report the battle from inside the plant of the auto workers.
It's a counterbalance against the corporate media, you know.
Yes, I do read it.
What do you like about the paper?
The recipes. I want to put in a recipe. No, I like when they go around the world and they do stories of what's happening in other areas of our world.
If I want to find out something about the working class or what's going on in the peace movement, I read the Daily World. I should say Weekly World now. That's the paper I read to find out what's going on. Now, if I want to find out what's on at the movie house now at the Midway Mall, I'll read the Oriole Chronicle.
People fighting for rights, a struggle, the working class, fighting for things that they want and need and deserve.
This new jobs bill that has just been introduced into the Congress by two California Congress members, Maxine Waters and Matthew Martinez, if we can win the passage, is going to provide $300 billion worth of money, which is going to go to jobs development programs. And this is going to be extremely important for the whole working class in this country. And I think this is one of the most important stories that we've been covering in the recent period.
I want to invite people who are not now readers of the paper to become readers and become a contributor to the paper. We have to raise $400,000 every year to sustain this paper, and it comes out of the pockets of working class people who dig deep to keep this paper going.
If the system won't respond to people's needs, then we must change the system. Today's agenda includes a job for all, health care, an end to racism, for full equality, peace, decent homes, and the right to education. The stronger and bigger the party, the more militant and united the people's movements will be to fight for these demands. We are confident that great victories can be won today, and that the great goal of socialism can be achieved.
Socialism is the future of civilization and humanity. There's no way that we can avoid that.
Socialism really is the defining character of our party and of the YCL.
I mean, workers taking power, I mean, that's just the process of world history, moving the society onward, you know? I mean, when that doesn't happen, you know, we're in regress, we're regressing.
When socialism comes to the United States, it would have a particularly United States type of flavor.
I don't think I'd strive for anything that I wouldn't want somebody else to have. Goals of socialism to care for each other. I mean, meaningfully, not just say it in words like you hear our politicians nowadays.
The point is not just to do it for us, but for the generations that come behind us.
There's really no movement that's for socialism in the United States like the Communist Party. We honestly advocate socialism. We think it's not only a good replacement, it's a fine replacement for this capitalist system.
All the other cities in our great country would be qualitatively better because children wouldn't be hungry in them, there wouldn't be homelessness in the street, there would not be unemployment. We'd have to fight for it.
The struggle for socialism is a longer-term fight, although I don't think we should see it as something way, way off in the distant future.
Well, socialism won't come dropping out of the sky, nor will it one day if people wake up, oh, that's what we need. It will come about as a result of struggle around the conditions we face every day.
When you want to make a journey of 1,000 miles, you have to make that step by step. We have to all learn together, millions and millions of us.
People are mad, and when you reach that critical mass, when you combine anger with organization, I think we're about there. I think there's going to be great changes in the future, and I think we're going to win great gains in our lifetime soon.
The Communist Party and Young Communist League is now experiencing rapid growth. Hundreds of new members have come in. They are working people, black, brown, white, and yellow, men and women, younger and older, joining the party and the YCL out of protest.
And the party now is growing faster. It's grown I don't know when. And we are very delighted and excited about that growth of the party.
It's a new moment. Millions are discovering that communists are like Mayday and rap music and apple pie. Made in America, made by America.
Well, we're on the streets. Our party's on the streets. All of a sudden, our district has been shaken by a membership explosion, both in the party and YCL. Last weekend, 109 new members in 2 days, including 84 at one street fair. This is something that's totally new. It says that the American people are ready to join the Communist Party in the millions. We have to be asking people, because if we do, they're going to join. We just talked to them about signing our petition for jobs, and then we invite them to join the Communist Party and Young Communist League. That's the main thing. You have to ask, and people will join.
Well, it seems to be very positive, and we need more jobs, and people need to work and get the kids off the street. You got a lot of people doing a lot of illegal stuff because there's no jobs. Yeah, we did a lot. Health care, all sort of stuff. So this seems like a good idea.
I'm a senior at Edward R. Murrow High School, and me and some of my friends have decided that basically we really need the change in this government, that politics have been totally mismanaged. We're all very interested in the Communist Party because it seems to show more opportunities for workers, for any people, as a matter of fact.
We're getting just a cross-section of the people of our country. And we estimate there are millions of people out there who would join the party in YCL if they were asked today.
Okay. Brothers and sisters, comrades, young communists, and friends, history places this challenge before you, places this challenge before all of us. It's your class, your people, and future generations that call out to you. I'm confident that this generation will take up the challenge, and as that generation in the 30s met the challenge of history, we can be greatly confident that this generation will.
There's no movement or party like the Communist Party. There's no movement that's so totally dedicated to the question of fighting for the interests of workers and people and against racism.
Wherever there's a strike, wherever there's a community struggle, wherever is a struggle for justice and equality, we'll be together.
And I know some are members of the party. I don't know who is or who isn't here. But all the things we're talking about, you know what I say? It's enough to make you want to join the Communist Party.
Right this way.
I must say, a young person today who sees a society willing to build jails but not provide jobs for young people. The Young Communist League, I think, is the way for young people to fight back against these conditions and to improve their lives and to make revolutionary change.
To be all that you can be.
If you see anyone who says he's a communist and comes up and tries to talk to you, check him out.
I remember clearly the first feeling I had was, I have always been a member of the party, whether I knew it or not. I didn't have a name to put with it that that's what I was.
I don't know, I think everybody should, that sees this video or has ever thought about joining the Communist Party, or if you want to join the Communist Party and you're under 35 and want to join the Young Communist League, this is the time. This is the moment. This is when history needs you.